Hello folks and welcome to Moonkin Reading Basics 6. This video will have compressed all the past information into one up-to-date video for the end of the Wrath of the Lich King. This video is mainly for those who wish to have all the other videos put together, be up-to-date, and not have to ask for 3 or 4 different videos. So I expect a paycheck in my mail as we speak at the end of this video. I mean it. So let us begin with a quick recap. Our hit cap has not changed. It's still 17%. So that means with no talents, it's 445.91. With BOP Spect, 340.99. BOP with Misery or your own M Fairy Fire is 262.3 or 263 if you want to be technical. And if you have a Space Goat in your group, which if you're Horus you will not, so you don't have to worry about this hit cap. But if you're Alliance and you do, it's 236.07. So with that out of the way, let's go over our stats. Our stats really haven't changed. Well, it did in comparison to Nax vs Ice Crown, so for any confusion, we'll go over what we do now. Due to us having to twist our Eclipse, we now have to find that even number. We have a soft cap. A soft cap. Not a hard one, which means you can go over a number without having to worry. 400 is our main number when it comes to soft cap. Now, this main number is what you want to shoot for. While this number does not affect your Wrath catch much anymore after 400, it still affects your Starfire, which is why we call it a soft cap, as it still affects another spell. After all, we cast 2 different spells, not just one. Crit is still good for us. We want to keep this even with your haste. However, with current Ice Crown gear, we keep capping ourselves out with the Lunar proc. But always remember that we use 2 different spells, not just one. As long as you keep your crit and haste even, all is well. For you folks out there who are going too long, didn't listen. Under 400 haste, haste is greater than crit. Above 400 haste, keep them even. Our glyphs are slightly different nowadays. Next we would use the glyph of Insect Swarm or Iterate as our 3rd glyph. Nowadays, it's Starfall. That's right, Starfall is now our 3rd glyph. We spec it too. I know in the first video I didn't have it spec because, well, Starfall was bad back then. I'm not gonna lie, it was terrible. No one wanted it. But nowadays, Blizzard actually buffed it. We want it. Reuse it. So make sure you pick up Starfall as your 3rd glyph. The other 2 is still Moonfire and Starfire. Now, onto rotation. Our rotation is simple. Of course, you will open up with Fairy Fire, and this debuff now lasts 5 minutes, so you're not constantly reapplying it. But the next 2 sections depends on how you want to go about. So I'm going to do the basic version for you. Do you understand that, people? Basic. I know you latest jerks are out there plugging away your numbers, but this is just a basics video to get people on their feet and help them out. So, anyway, you open up with Fairy Fire, then Moonfire, Insect Swarm, and then start into your Wrath spam. And then as soon as your Eclipse procs, you want to start your Twist. Now remember to let your dots fully drop off before reapplying. If you clip, you do lose DPS. As for reapplying them, the 7-second rule still applies. If you have more than 7 seconds, go ahead and reapply. But always make sure you reapply the dot that goes to Eclipse, such as Moonfire goes with your Lunar proc and Insect Swarm goes with your Solar. Easiest way to remember is white with white, green with green. Gemine is pretty much the same. You still go for pure spell power, that's our main stacking stat. We still use Chaotic Skyflare Diamond as our meta, and to get your meta activated we still use 2 purples, which are the Spell and Spirit Hybrid Gem. Depending on how far in content you are, you can just get the epic one, which is real cheap actually. You can go do a normal heroic and get some badges for that, or if you're cheap you can get the blue version or even the green version. However, if you want to fill a yellow socket, you have 2 choices. You can use Spell Haste or Spell Crit Hybrid Gems. This is a personal preference. Our talent tree is slightly different. It's actually kinda a lot different than what it was back in Nax. There's been a lot of tweaks to a few things, buffs, changes. Well, the main thing is, with this talent tree, we now have Starfall. This is a major talent that you want. As you see with this talent tree I provided, we have 2 free points in there. Now, Moonglow is still a filler. However, I do suggest picking up Improved Moonfire. This talent actually scales better now, and it's a little bit better than just picking up some extra mana. I mean, if you want to min-max, that's great. You can do that. However, most people, as I said, it's 2 free points. Do with it as you please. So that takes us to the end of the video. And now we're all up to date, and the emails need to stop, and the random ults and you to just kind of go away. I like to AFK in peace. You know how it goes. But so to those who are asking me about beta information, nothing is out yet by the time of this video creation. But I'm sure as soon as I post this, something's gonna come up. You know how it always goes. But when beta information is out and can be confirmed, I will create a basics video for that. So until then, happy hunting.